Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Walter Portillo again for the third and final lesson of our series today. We are hoping to wrap up today's session on wedge play by reinforcing the main key concepts that we've been working on for the past couple of weeks. Mr. Portillo, if you can talk to me about one or two of those concepts, and then we can discuss the success or lack thereof that you've been finding incorporating those into your golf game.
Okay. Yeah. I've been trying to play, with when I set up to be away from the ball more than I used to do.
Okay, so that was a big point from last
Yeah.
week's lesson of trying to get a little bit of separation between your feet and the golf ball.
Yeah.
Now, what was your goal in trying to create that separation between your feet and the golf ball? What were we trying to accomplish with that?
Well, trying to not to hit the ball on the shaft.
Okay, so you've been getting a lot of hosel contact onto the golf ball.
Yeah.
So with that experimental ball position, what have you been finding out on the golf course?
It feels a little bit weird.
A little awkward, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it feels even if it's not an extreme adjustment, you still have the sensation that you're reaching for it.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we don't want to have that sensation in the golf swing. We would, of course, whenever you're reaching for the golf ball, it creates tension in your muscles. So we want to eliminate that. Maybe that's not the way that we're going to go about trying to eliminate this dreaded, I'm going to say the word, shank. Okay. Instead, let's try to focus on the way that you deliver the club head to the golf ball. In the previous swings, I have noticed there is somewhat of an outside to in action with your swing. If you can just give me one swing of the golf ball, go for it. Let's get a nice rip. Comfortable swing that you can typically produce without trying to manipulate anything. Okay. Now, a big thing that I noticed with your swing there, your swing path especially, is as you deliver the golf club to the ball in your downswing, we come a little bit outside to in. So I'm going to set my camera here on my trusty camera stand. And if you will, face those set of trees. Okay, show me a backswing. Let me make sure that you're in frame here. Scoot a little bit more over to my right if you could. There we are. Now you're perfectly in frame. Okay, so let's take a look at your swing. Show me the top of your backswing. Stop. Okay, now instead of having the sensation that you're coming down and around it, which in fact you are, okay, we don't want to have any more of this. Instead, we want to try to deliver the club to the ball from underneath, sort of an underhand toss down the fairway with your right hand. Okay. Let's just drop the club, excuse me, and practice this sensation with your right arm. Sending it down the fairway. Sending it down the fairway. In fact, let me give you a golf ball. Show me sending it down towards the cart path. Let's just toss that ball towards the cart path. If you're set up to hit a shot, pretend your hand is your pitching wedge now, right at the cart path. Good. Now that was accomplished not by throwing it around to the side, but rather simply releasing upward and outward, if you will, right? Yeah. Okay, good. So now that you've felt that sensation, let's incorporate that with the golf swing. Show me a practice swing towards those trees again. Really trying to have the sensation that you're delivering the club from the inside so that you can get that ball underneath the golf ball. Excuse me, so that you get that club head underneath the golf ball.
Okay.
Good, a very exaggerated motion. Now the goal behind eliminating this outward to in shot is if my golf ball is sitting down here and I deliver the club to the ball from outside to in, guess who gets introduced to the ball first? Who is it? The shaft, right? Instead, we don't want to introduce ever the golf ball to the shaft. So instead, we're going to swing from inside to out, essentially eliminating the chance of getting that shaft involved. You know, the saying is inside to out, but it's really just trying to swing down the line as long as you can, holding it off down the line as long as you can. That underhand toss down the fairway. Okay? Okay? All right, Mr. Portillo, all the things that we've talked about in the past now, especially we're looking at your alignment with your shoulders. You have been doing a great job of squaring up those shoulders at address, which makes the rest of the swing that much easier. So we're going to deliver the club down the fairway. How about that? Let's see if we can focus into that red flag down there.
Wow.
Look at that. No shank. Very nice. Let's see if we can do it one more time. I'll toss you a golf ball from back here.
If it doesn't happen, we accomplished something.
And by the way, that swing path was no longer outside to in. Are you, what kind of a sensation are you feeling as you're delivering that club in a different fashion now?
I'm going to throw the club down.
Oh, interesting. Like you're going to throw the club down the fairway. Why don't you show me that? Here, I'll give you a club to use. Let's take a swing and let's actually physically throw that club straight down the fairway, and let's see how you can accomplish that.
Yep.
Very nice. Now, what would happen if I were to give you a club and you were to throw it down the fairway with an outside to in type of a motion? Your old swing path, if you will. Show me what happens to the club.
Whoa.
Off to the left a little bit, right? A little bit off to the left. Good. So, now that you've illustrated and felt the sensation of delivering the club head down the line of the path, very nice. You are on your way to hitting wedge shots. Let's see it one more time. Let's serve this golf ball up to that red flag down there. I'll talk about your checklist again. Again, we're going to talk about your shoulder alignment. Make sure that your shoulders are squared and closed up to the target, relaxed and out of your way. Beautiful. What's so funny? What are you finding funny about that?
It's that easy.
It is that easy, huh? Well done, Mr. Portillo.